You ever wish your models could have that oil wash look without your lungs matching? Time for Acryl's Newish. Let's check it out. So can acrylic really replace oil washes, right? We all know the oil wash recipe, using odorless paint thinner with our oil paints, and we get this beautiful look. Now, I'm going to tell you, I absolutely love the effect that you get from an oil wash. Here are three of my favorite miniatures that I finished off with an oil wash. It just, especially on monsters for D&D, it comes off a little extra special, where it just gives it this dirty, gritty grime look. And like I said, some of my favorite monsters I've painted over the years have been based out in an oil wash. Absolutely love the effect that an oil wash gives you. The problem is that most of us, at least me, this stuff hurts. The issue I have is that with this fine product, I have asthma and some lung damage from years spent in elsewheres, and I can't even put a respirator on without causing an asthma attack. So this stuff is awesome. It sucks at the same time. So what we're going to do today is we're going to push away the old recipe, and we're going to try to find a newish recipe. All right, we're going to attempt to use this newish. It's really good for making stuff look gritty and grimy. We're going to mix it with some black coal. We got a big fat brush on standby just to apply it. And I have this guy right here, fresh out of the box. I only fixed one little mold line on him, but he is a D&D miniature, straight out the box, basically. This nice new classic Trent. And we're going to paint him up, and the goal to kind of make him look like he is been dry brushed or zenithal brushed, kind of to match something looking like this. This is a little sneak peek at a future project that we're going to do a side-by-side with results of today, hopefully, if it goes well. So let's get to it. All right, so don't mind my dirty, nasty palette here. The recipe basically is a 1-for-1. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do, to cover, this is quite a big model. It is a medium monster. So let's do like 6 drops of Newish. That wasn't drops. Oh, and by the way, this is not the lid that comes with this. It comes with like a regular like flip lid. I just really like all my lids to be the same, and just a little bit of me. Let's get this. I was debating doing this with like a brown, but I really want this to highlight into the cracks. So let's get this done. That was a lot of paint. That was a little bit more than I originally anticipated, but I think we'll be all right. Let's get, you know what? Let's not use the brush. So I like to use these little silicone brushes anytime I'm mixing paints anyway. So let's get this nice and ready. That is really in there. We're going to keep mixing until basically we don't have any more. There we go. All right, and now we're going, make sure our mixture is good. So we're going to grab a little test spot real quick. Nope, let's do it in the back. Yeah, let's do it right here in the back. And then we'll just give that a second to dry. Boom. Hey, that looks pretty good. All right, so I just wanted to make sure that we had a good mix. And now we are going to completely cover this model in this, hopefully. So we're going to go to town. Again, this is a generally, actually, even when I'm painting a D&D model, I will still prime them, but for the sake of this experiment today, we are just going to go ham straight out the box. So that is kind of also to kind of see how it sticks to these D&D models. Get my brush a little damp, getting low here, trying to get some more of the brush. If you do add water to what you're doing, it does actually makes the drying process faster. So be careful when adding water to this when we start this, just because we did that, we're going to want to start on top. It's that part of the video where I ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're enjoying the content or been enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button. Even if you don't want to, leave a comment with your favorite emoji. It will help it seep into these little branches and leaf clusters a little bit more too. Spot. Oh, I missed right there. Yeah, it was a hard decision not to go with the brown. It just kind of made sense, but then I was like, no, we want this super dark. I want all the cricks and cracks to be dark as possible. I know the sponge isn't going to get in here very well. I'll just give him a nice little once over, and we're going to call that complete. He's looking pretty good. Let's get that out of the frame. He looks really wet, obviously, because he is. So let's go ahead and start wiping away. We're gonna do everything with a nice slowed down stroke. And I know we're gonna go right through these, actually we're gonna go with the body. Gonna go with the green. So far so good. And go on to a new one. Let's get the brush a little wet. Start hitting this. Oh, a little bit of water helped out a lot. There we go. You can literally, yep, look at that. Wow. Yeah, let's keep going with the water. I got a little bit of water. Oh yeah, just damp the sponge. Whoa, magnet. There we go. All right, let's go back to top here. It's 2 down. I'm glad I got another one because I only had 1 on standby. Go ahead and wet it. I think they got me again. Right. Making my sponge flare up there, but that's fine. Not trying to get too much in the cracks, and we just want his face to be kind of bright and his body. If I can get there at all, just to get a little bit of the green look. There we go. Bit in the arm there. Hey, 3 sponges later, that looks pretty good. Yeah, it's got a little bit more showing around his face. We want his face a little bit of bright. There we go. That's nice right there. Look at that. That actually came out really nice. It definitely gave that oil wash look. What I was really aiming for was to do kind of like a contrast and compare. This is a black primer with a full titanium white dry brush, and I just kind of wanted to see how these compare. We will be in the next video painting these side by side, basically one kind of being brown and one being, this guy is supposed to be a little bit more green. So we're going to test 2 or 3 different colors on these guys, and I just want to kind of compare how these two in the next video are going to look. So I would say we definitely met our goal. I'm extremely happy with this purchase of Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl Newish acrylic weathering medium. I've used it on other couple projects, kind of just test it and see how it comes out. The darkness from this is all from an oil wash. It was one of the first things that I really tried it on. All right, once again, I'm super happy with the results that we got with our tree guy here. I'm very, very happy with my purchase of this. This is still just as messy as working with a normal oil wash, doing the mineral spirit with the oil paints and all that. It still kind of comes out with that same effect. The big difference is I can breathe. I'm not hurting right now. Usually if I even just that without a mask on, using this, I'd be sounding a little bit more like this right here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I don't. That sounds like me, and I like it. There's no harsh smells. I don't need like an air purifier just because I use this. I don't need to go outside and get some fresh air. So I am happy. My lungs are happy, which makes everybody else happy, which hopefully makes you happy. If you'd like to score this product, I have no affiliation with Monument Hobbies at this time, but I will put the link down in the description. If you have used this product, tell me what is your favorite way to use it, and maybe we can use that in a future video, because I'm definitely going to keep trying to use this in different and strange ways, and I want to steal some of your ideas, so leave them down in the comments. YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here, and if you'd like to subscribe, click this button right here, and every stroke of the brush and swing of the blade adds character to your miniature.